Burger organ, yeah. Everyone's asking about the burger organs. It's the most unusual thing. I mean, we did a whole video on it where it's like, yeah, it's a burger. Whoa.
It's a burger. It's an organ. It's a burger organ. And it might be one of the most bizarre instruments in our collection.
Gave away the game there. And then you open it up and then it's a clown. The keyboard is made of teeth and there's another clown here that dances. This is the best part about it. Check out. There's no like one unified logo. You have this rainbow burgers organ, and then there's this rainbow burgers organ, completely different, you know, same motif. This is my favorite one, burgers organ. Such great design, and it's just like, who made this and why did they make it? But, you know, it works. Messed up Mr. Sandman there. If you look on the back, it's the Wanyo Toy Company, which is, okay. So I Googled that, and then the next thing I saw was they made other organs. And this is the tennis organ. I just love these things so much. Oh, did I take the batteries out? We'll hear it another time, but I mean, really these things are more for the visuals. They have previews of other things. So you have the cake organ, and you have the Santa Claus organ. Like, what? Do you remember the app Vine? That's where we got our start. Because my stepbrother Albert was making videos on Vine, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, he was encouraging us that, oh, you guys got to get on Vine. It's the best.
Yeah, there was like a contest or something. We're like, we'll do the contest. Yeah, we'll just jump right in. That was like our first.
Yeah, we were very confident, I guess. We wanted to do something more like, what could we do visually?
Yeah.
How could we present music in 6 seconds that loops in a fun way? And we thought of it like, well, what if we make a melody and cut it across, 7 different scenes? You're hearing one sort of melody and it loops.
But to this day, we still are like, it's got to loop.
Yeah.
We gotta, like, how can we make it seamless as possible? And it's addicting. It
is, yeah. You get the dopamine hits of like, posting something and getting good feedback on it, and you're just like, I want to do it more. Because we both have been musicians and creative, photographers, video makers, and sometimes when you're just toiling away on something, like for an album of music, you spend a year or more writing and recording it, mixing it, putting it out, promoting it, and then it's just like, gone. It's just like, but with these short little videos, we were like, oh, well, this is fun because you spend a little time on it and then you get immediate feedback and you make another one.
Choose an activity.
You have this robot voice that is instructing you. You have these animal sounds. And listen to this horse. He sent this to us at a time when I had just kind of was doing some research. That's what happens at 2:30 in the morning sometimes. You're just like, what keyboards do people like have? There's like a synthesized voice on here, and that's what this was.
La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
That's very new in our world, so that's pretty exciting. We've used it in one video so far. This is behind the counter of this North Philadelphia thrift store. It had this big sticker that said tabletop piano. And I asked the guy behind that counter, can I check this out? I started playing it and it was like, so what this is a miniature Celeste. People also call them Celeste. Technically it's called a Celestet. You don't see them like this with this kind of graded top like that. It's like, this is the working man's Celeste. But this is one of those things that I can confidently say, it's like, this is my best in the wild kind of like thrift store find, because it's $35. Well loved. One day I would love to kind of restore it. It's not the prettiest thing. Gretchen and I talk about it aesthetically, but I think it just sounds beautiful. So this is just like what it is beforehand, where we just have the idea of like what the shots are going to be, and the notes, and the instruments,
colors
and
of the background.
Colors of the background, and approximately. We have like sort of a guide of like what the song is going to be, so that when we're actually filming and recording, we know where the notes are going to land and like the rhythm to play them in, because otherwise
I think it was especially when we tried to do a longer song or something that was a little slower with more space, and we did it in camera and we were like, this is terrible.
Right.
We need something. Can't just have single notes and then like long shots. And so it's like you kind of have to already know where everything's going to be.
I played on the are you familiar with the Philly Special Christmas album?
You were handsome, you were pretty, you're the king of South Philly. When the band finished playing, they howled out for more.
So I was one of the musicians that provided the backing instrumentation for those projects. So some real life Philadelphia Eagles have played some of these instruments. It was the gig of a lifetime, really. I mean, they really cared about the project. You know, it wasn't some novelty thing. They really wanted to just make a great record, and you know. So that's the sound of a melodica. Yeah, the Eagles video is fun because we had to be like, okay, where are our green instruments? And we realized we need more green instruments. We use this little mushroom guy, Ringling solo. We were able to take him out.
Antique pianos.
The green, the showing up pianos. You know, we could also have a green background, but put a white instrument on it. You know, we were able to extend that for a little bit.
So it's just like, it is a lot of planning, because then, and again, we have, you know, so we have 2 small kids and our time is like really limited. And we just try to be as efficient as possible when we're actually filming. I think these are, all from a designer named Samantha Pleat, and she just has these like amazing patterns that I've been in love with forever. But then we started doing these videos, and it just became like this perfect element where not only is it these like beautiful designs, but you know, we can be more interchangeable about our hands, and like I could, you know, it's less obvious, is it my hand or Thomas's hand? And for me, I like to think of it as almost like we're puppeteers, and we're just like puppeteering these instruments, because we know we're crouched behind the camera, like we don't want our bodies to show, and then these gloves are just like this extension of the puppetry.
The musical instruments are the star of the show, but you know, we want to show everyone that it is, you know, we are the ones that are making the music here, and so what better way to accessorize our hands than gloves?
Yeah.
The name Carol Cleveland Sings was just, that was a name that I kind of had used for my solo band thing. Then
in college?
In college, yeah. And I was just like, oh, this is just like what I do when I'm not making music with a Spinto band. And then I was like, oh, well, I had time to work on a record, and I was making music with Gretchen. So that's how the default of our sort of like social media became Carol Cleveland Sings. Because in addition to this,
because we were like, let's just jump into this contest that's due tomorrow. Yeah. We just used that because you know, we didn't think we would be using it 10 years later or however many years later.
Because we are like, technically we're a band, like, but most people don't know us through like the music, our original music that we put out.
The video stuff wasn't what it is now. Very much more the music, and also just we sometimes make little videos on the side. So, and now it's sort of reversed, but I have some ideas for maybe something that could be shown in a gallery or like a more public space that's like a physical location as opposed to just only doing online videos. So I think we've recently just rededicated ourselves to trying to put our all into making stuff and to see where it goes and see where it takes us and who we meet, like including yourself. It's like that's truly like one of the things that makes, you know, what we do fun. Is just like meeting people, going different places, and
Just below the basement, just below.